Hello, everybody, and welcome to our very first episode of SEO Bros, where we roast websites and look at their SEO
That we do.
content.
That we do.
My name is Ben Kazinik. I'm from Monday, and this is Yaron Avisar from Aloha,
Aloha. Yeah.
which is an SEO agency. They have a ton of experience doing all kinds of SEO audits and cool things. And today we're going to be looking at a few awesome websites that our friends sent in. So, Yaron, go ahead, share your screen, and let's get on with it. Let's do the first one.
All right. Can you see it?
Yeah,
So, first one. Let me move this thing out of the way.
digital napalm.
Digitalnapalm.net. Let's see what we got. We got a blog. What is this about? We love the smell of napalm in the GM. So,
Oh wow, what
first
is
thing
that?
first. Yeah, that is a good tool.
What's it
That's
called? Oh, I have that.
that's the name of it. I don't
SEO
remember.
something.
Yeah, SEO something. How do I see it? Click on my apps. There we go. SEO meta in one click.
Nice. So that what? That
Yeah,
shows you what? All the headers and
that shows me like on the summary page, it shows me like the title, the description. I can see the length. If I understood what this website was better about, I could even say if like the keyword is a good keyword is placed in the title or the description. Um, haiku mints, high mint, digital napalm, seed phrase, haiku mints, April 9.
no clue
Connect
what
your
this
wallet
site's
to mint
about.
here. What is this, like crypto stuff? Anyway, you can see that the title is a bit on the longer side, description a bit on the shorter side. Uh, Keywords I'm not sure about. I'm not sure what he's targeting at the moment, but canonical is okay. Sits with the URL, the actual URL. Then we can go into the headers. So we have one H1 and one H2 for the web for the homepage basically. Um, Not much here to roast, to be honest, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well,
Let's
I'll tell you who
yeah.
this is. So it's a friend of ours. She writes about crypto and Web3. That's
Okay.
what she does. So if you go on projects, you go to see different things that she's written about.
Okay. So first off, I would make that clearer on the homepage, like who you are, what you're about. Metal Israel. I want to moon with you. Like I want to go to to the moon. Yeah. Yeah. 28 days of types.
It looks
You
like a
you
MySpace
started
page.
off with a strong one, man. We started off with a strong one. No, but what I'm curious to see is I'm curious to see the blog. That's people don't know, but my background is mainly from in terms of SEO is mainly in content marketing. So the blogs are where I live. That's where I specialize more so than tech. I know some tech, but I'm not the tech genius in SEO. But let's take a look at a blog. So first of all, the structure is not the best. The date is in the structure instead of
Yeah.
blog slash article name. Um, it's
Why is
open
that
up.
bad? Because the date changes, but the URL stays with the old date.
Yeah, and it's not structured like in terms of the URL structure and the website structure. It makes different categories, and it doesn't bring everything together in terms of a blog. Um, Makes it harder for Google to understand that this is a blog.
Yeah.
Uh, there's a meta title, missing description. We can already tell. Um, Too short, missing. I would say canonical looks good. In terms of headers, ooh. So first of all, the header, like the
Yeah.
menu title is tagged in content. That's a big no-no. Should be part of the header tag, like separate header tag, not H1s and H2s. We do have an H1, which is this, which is good. But then we jump directly into H4s and an empty one as well at that.
Mm.
So the structure is really, really important going from H1s to H2s. If you dive deeper into subheaders like H3s and H4s, but jumping from an H1 to an H4 basically means that even if you include a keyword in that like subheading, Google is not going to give that much power, right? And H2 is like
Yeah.
one of the strongest things you can do on a blog where you want to include a keyword in there, obviously naturally, right? You don't want to spam it and put it there forced. But that's, so the structure is a bit missing here. And also we can already see that like the part at the bottom, like I'm assuming they leave a comment, this stuff, this should be a footer or not tagged as headings because it's not a heading really of the article.
Yeah.
I would remove that. Web community resources, also not really an article unless it's specific for this content.
And
We can
what's
remove
the
that.
whale community?
Well,
The whole thing needs a
a whale
redesign.
is a person with a lot of money that I know.
Yeah.
Somebody is willing to throw a lot of money at something. Those are what whales are. I know that from gaming, not from crypto, but I
So
know for
three,
sure.
what are the three things you would change for this site?
For the blog specifically,
Yeah, and for the whole site.
for the whole site, I would do some basic on-page stuff. Basic on-page headings, descriptions, metadata, basically.
Describe what they do. Yeah, they should add
So
what do we do?
we need to make sure that the titles are like in the correct length. Let me pull
Okay.
up on the second monitor, a tool that you can use. So this is a tool that I love and my team uses. Basically, what you can do is, hold on, I jumped. You can take a URL or you can input manually, and it basically pulls up your data. And it,
Nice.
because meta titles and meta descriptions are, people usually measure them in lengths of characters, but essentially, really, what it is pixels, because Google
Right.
cuts off after a specific number of pixels. So this would be the most accurate way to get the correct length of a meta title and a meta description. You want to reach as far as you can to the limit, but not surpass it. And
Amazing.
you get a live preview as well. You can see it right here. So this is a tool that my team uses as well. I make sure that all of our titles, all our descriptions uh, go through here. I'm pretty sure Mongols is like a competitor, but the tool is good. I'm not gonna be. The tool is good.
Nice.
Use it.
So describe what you do, change up your headers, and clean up your blog.
Yeah. Change up your headers. I see there's a like a menu here. Like what? Oh no, those are different blogs. Okay, so put a title to it, like related articles, something. I
Yeah.
would. One of the things that I like to stress a lot on is a table of contents. I feel like when the article is this long, right, and it's a long scroll, mainly because the images, if I'm honest about it, but it's a long scroll. A table of content goes a long way, like a sticky
Yeah.
one that follows you down here.
Amazing.
I
Okay.
mean, those
Let's do
are
the
the
next
few
one.
things. Those are the few things I would suggest Digital Naple does.
Those are the few things you've been roasted. Next. Okay, we
All
got a
right.
site from Vivek. It's his
Exclusive
personal
training
site.
hub. You want to tell
Yeah.
me about it, or should I?
I don't know anything
Oh,
about this place.
you don't know anything about it. Just enroll in our digital community integrated with the latest training hub to upskill yourself and also stay up to date from the latest news, trends, updates in digital marketing, SEO, SaaS marketing, etc. to stay in the top of the field. All right. So
Well, at least he has some CTAs there, but they're too small for me to click.
yeah, also, I mean, people do I'm colorblind. So
Oh,
things need
really?
to be, yeah. So
That's so cool.
like one of the things that I find, and this is not the case for it. Maybe it is. We'll see if he has a blog or something. People like to do internal links or like hyperlinks, also external links, but they don't emphasize them enough. Like I have this thing here, you can see called links. When I click it, all of the links go yellow. Everything that's a
Nice.
hyperlink goes yellow. This helps me spot links in articles and in content because sometimes it's just so hard to see. And if you just want to get rid of it, you refresh. Like this macro goes away. But yeah, let's look at Vivek's page. So obviously, let's start there. Title. For the homepage, not so critical. I'm not gonna be harsh on it. It's okay if it's not the correct length. A lot of brands like to keep it simple, keep only their name. I say if you can include a keyword you're targeting, include it in there. Why not? That's my opinion. A lot of brands don't like to do that. Canonical looks fine. Headers. See what we have. Oh, so now we do have structure. But we have repeating structure as well.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Let's
No
look at
bueno.
that. No bueno. Depends on what it is. Where is this? Oh, it's all titles in the footer.
The footer is H2.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
the footer can, like, technically I think it can be tagged as an H2, but it's when it's not tagged in the footer, we can take a look. I don't think it's tagged in the footer. Can you see this, the dev
Yeah,
tools?
yeah, yeah.
Let's see where the footer begins and we can check if it's actually the footer. So footer, it's tagged as a footer and
Yeah.
not as content. I don't know why it's showing up in there, but I would remove the tags, the headings. This
Yeah.
should not be here. Um, connect on socials today. Do these link to these socials? Yeah, they do. All of them. Yeah, 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 and yeah. 2024 looks good. Updated. About us page, contact us page. About us, there's stuff here. References. Looks good. So you see that jarring movement?
Yeah.
Google doesn't like this. Google doesn't like when things move after the page has been loaded. If you go over stuff, I would
Okay.
try and get rid of this movement. Once a page is loaded, it should stay as it is. I think they have a name. I don't remember the exact name for it because it's a technical term and a technical issue. I just know that Google doesn't like this kind of stuff because it's jarring to people when
Seems
things move.
pretty
So
minor. Wait, are
yeah,
you
but
of the opinion that Google records like the user experience on your site?
what do you mean by that? So you can see
Because
here,
I just
everything
saw
is
a
moving.
post. I just saw a post by an expert that said that Google mentioned they themselves said that they rank sites based on the duration of the visit of the user. So
Like
they
on Google.
admitted that they have that data, that they use it.
I'm not surprised if they rate by that. I mean,
All right.
that's definitely I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if they do. Nobody knows if they do actually use it, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think Google uses as much data as they can to try and deliver the best result possible. And that's got to be one of the metrics, right?
Yeah.
If a page is on the top and it's not relevant to the query, and people bounce out, that's got to be like a sign for Google, right? Because sometimes you get like these big giants, Investopedia, Healthline, all of these, that whatever they publish up in the top 10.
Yeah.
Usually what they publish is good content as well, but if a page publishes something that is not relevant to the query and it's getting bounces out, then it should be a sign. I'm not surprised if Google uses this sound. This is a sign, like as a signal.
All right. So what would
What
you
else do
say
we
to
have
Vivek?
here? I feel like I need to see more. Like, what is this? Like a product page, courses, digital marketing bootcamp, missing description, metadata on page. Those are always the first things that you gotta look at.
Does he have a blog?
He has resources, so I guess he has training. You see, this movement,
Yeah.
Google doesn't
So
like it.
funky.
Even if you put this on the, what's it called, the inspect tool from like Search Console, it should come up as an issue. Our affiliates, hosting here, coming soon. SEO talks. I don't like these coming soon stuff. If you don't have anything, remove it. It's in my eyes, Google sees this like what's it called? The templated text. What's the word for it? Um, like every
Filler text?
no, like the very basic stuff that you get with every website when it starts.
Lorem
Like
ipsum?
yeah, lorem ipsum. This looks like lorem ipsum. Like I have nothing to put. I'm putting coming soon. I'd remove it. Stick to what I have,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. If I
But I
don't have
think
it,
if this guy's writing about SEO and digital marketing, he better have a really big comprehensive blog. Because I don't see how he's going to
sure.
rank for any of these things. He's probably not going to use SEO as his first channel. He should build a community, use LinkedIn,
Yeah, I mean,
improve
can
the
we see?
design of his website, take all the
uh,
crazy red colors out of there. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
those are like it's tough for me to read the black on the red. I don't know if it's the same
Mm,
for you, but for me
yeah.
it's very difficult to see I just see red.
I see red when I look at Vivek. I'm sorry, Vivek, but you've been roasted.
You've been
Okay,
roasted,
next.
Vivek. Next, that's who we have. We have UX Writing Hub. Um,
Yeah.
your journey to becoming a UX writer starts here. Uh, what is a user experience writer? Like I know what user experience is. Like writing about user experience?
No, no, no. It's like a person who does all the content inside of a product.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Like a content writer, basically.
No,
Ooh.
a writer that writes, all the mini little copy of
Okay,
all the,
okay,
your buttons and all your features and all your description of the feature and all the things inside the product
okay. So that's a UX writer.
or
Okay.
website.
So title looks good. Targeting keywords already we can see. UX writing, targeting keywords, I like it. URL canonical looks fine, but then we get to the headers. Empty headers.
Oh no.
What are those? What is no wrong thing? Not source page. Inspect. NBSP, if I'm not mistaken. No. Yeah. No. Aren't those NBSP? Like, how do I find these now? But anyway, these
Or
need to
empty.
be corrected. And I do Control F, double space. No.
There's someone in the code.
Yeah, they're somewhere in the code. They're showing up. Going from H2s to H4s. And you have H3s. So why are we going to H4s here? Also, this is not a title. This is not a header. It
Yeah.
should be tagged as a header. Find UI courses tailor-made for you. Variety of courses. Project. Get free course. Get rid of one of these. I'd say
Yeah.
we don't need the same CTA one straight after the other. Join a lot of CTAs. So Facebook for UX Writing Hub is going to microcopy group on Facebook. This is UX writing.
He's got his own group, man. And his own
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. That's him and UX Writing Hub. I don't know
Very
who the
cool.
group is, but if it's him, that's good. Um,
We'll have to join it.
this feels like I'm sure it makes sense, but this feels a bit like stuffing, keyword stuffing.
But
UX
that's the
writing
name of
and
his
UX.
courses.
Yeah, but we get that we're in UX writing, right? So a bootcamp is enough. Uh, Academy is enough. Like we don't need to put in the word UX writing everywhere. That's a bit like stuffing, I would say. Keyword stuffing a bit. Like
But I think it works.
everywhere I look, I see UX in essence. Does it? Does it
I think
work?
he ranks for a lot of stuff. Should check him out on
Could be.
Ahrefs.
We can run him on Ahrefs. Um, but I feel like it's an old way of doing SEO. The difference between UX writers and UX designs. Title a bit too long, description too long. Canonical URL looks good. Ooh. Headers. Everybody's falling on the on-page stuff.
Yeah.
Metadata, headers, the basics.
You got no H2s here. And join our newsletters in H2, which makes no sense.
Was it? Join our
Yeah.
newsletter? Yeah, our weekly newsletter. So that's like at the bottom of the content. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. A pop-up as well. Written by Shelby, which leads to the homepage.
Oh no.
Shelby,
Shelby
who
got
are you?
deleted from
She
the
got deleted. We don't know if she even existed to
no,
begin with. We
maybe
don't
she's
know
an
who
AI
Shelby
machine.
is. We know she's a passionate creative writer and editor with 8 years of experience in copywriting, digital media, and content strategy.
But why is that important? Why do we want to know about her?
Well, I don't know, it's important always to show trust.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes to like author and reviewers, that really is the realm of EEAT. But UX Writing Hub doesn't really need EAT elements, but it does need to show trust.
Yeah.
As a reader, I like to know who wrote the content, especially in today's world where everything is AI written. I'm not saying this is, but I want to know who wrote the content. I want to know that I'm reading something that is written by somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Because if I'm
Yeah.
coming in here to learn, I don't know how to differentiate between poor advice and good advice because I don't know anything about it. So I want to know who the person behind it is. That's a that's not a okay, that's not an ad. Is it? No, it's not an ad. Good. So that's very important. We see the date. So not
Okay.
a few days ago, 3 days ago. It was written 3 days ago.
The date links out. What happens when you click on
That's a good question. Is that like a
it?
category of everything that was posted
Oh
that day?
no.
Oh no, that's like wasting crawl budget.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's a wastage of crawl budget. Why would you want the crawler to go here? He's crawling this instead of an actual important page. I'd
Yeah.
definitely remove that. Let's see. Let's see other blogs. Let's quickly run through these. So another
They all
different
have it.
category page. They all have it. Headers, title too long, description, okay-ish. Canonical looks good. No headers.
No headers.
You're not you're not
Wah, wah, wah.
ranking, you're not telling Google what the content is about.
Yeah.
And we have, what do you say? What do you think? There's a LinkedIn. So so
Click on
this
it.
is already good. There's a WordPress website. There's LinkedIn, so we can tie it to somebody. Is there an author page? Sadly not.
No.
I'd create author pages, SAP. I'd fix the categories. These shouldn't
Yeah.
be categories. If you want to do categories, do them about categories that you have content in. What else? What else? What else? I'm trying to roast quickly. That's a lot of empty lines. Empty lines. There we go. That's the NBSP I was looking for. Empty lines. Remove these. Get the space in formatting, not in empty lines.
Yeah.
Does it have alt text? Do the images have alt text? What's the thing for it? I don't think they do. Don't remember what the tag for it is, but I don't think it has alt text. Alt width. Alt text. Alt text is a whole different story on how to write alt text.
How would you create a alt text for that image?
An image, because we got to remember, what is alt text? What is the main purpose of an alt text? It's to explain what an image is showing to people either who cannot see and are listening to the page, right? So the like whatever is speaking out or voicing out the page, they would read the alt text. So it needs to be a description of the image on what we can see there. It needs to be
Right.
short, concise, and on point. You can put keywords in there, but it's not a big must. It used to be a thing in the past. It no longer is a thing, but it is important for user friendliness, right? Accessibility. These are all very big topics in Google's where Google is going basically at the moment, right? Google is currently, in my opinion, they're going in the direction of showing trust, showing care about the users, giving
Yeah.
quality. Everything needs to be super high quality. The experience needs to be good. That's what they're using right now. That's the direction they're going. That's where their core updates are directing basically website at. It's no longer about quantity, but rather about quality.
Right.
So at alt text, what would I say here? I need to read what the like the post is about. The whatever this is. I don't. This is like a LinkedIn post. But I would say a LinkedIn post from a user named blah 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 discussing the topic, right? That's my alt text, so people can understand what this is about. Is this a header? I'm sorry if I'm jumping. Is this an H? No, it's just a
Oh,
font weight, like element style. So this should be a
that's a
header. This should
problem.
be a header. This is like an H2, an H3, and you're
Yeah,
even like is adding work to what he's doing. Put the formatting, everything stays consistent. You do it on the doc itself and you copy it in. The formatting stays with you. You don't need to go one by one and add the formatting when you're copying into to your what's it called? Into your
CMS.
CMS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, links are okay. Visible, I would add like an underscore everything under all links. So many empty lines. Um, see, there's an explanation here, but it's not part. It's not a text. It's part of the image. Also, no
Really?
alt text. I would add that as alt text.
You're saying the
Um,
caption's part of the image?
yeah, it's
Uh,
part of the image. It's not an actual caption.
nice.
Mm. Yeah, on page, people, on page, so important.
Yeah. With one change, you could change your entire blog.
Yeah, and
Just
also,
change the settings.
and look how long this piece of content is. How handy would it be to get like this is okay, by the way. Like I like that the X is very visible. That's very important.
Yeah.
Um, look how
It's
long this is. Like a table of
oh,
content.
there's
Yuval.
Yuval.
Does Yuval, the owner of the
He
website,
has
does he
it.
have an author page?
He
He does.
does.
He does. Oh no, he
Uh,
doesn't. What is
oh,
it? A redirect? Yeah, redirect.
oh boy. He used to
Author
have one.
pages. He used to have one, and he decided he doesn't want to have one anymore. Redirecting back to the home page. Create author pages.
Yeah,
They take a bit of time. It's a bio, who they are. Like an author page needs to have a bio, who the person is, links to their socials, maybe links to the content the person has written in your website on your
for
website.
sure.
Like add that internal linking. It's an easy internal linking boost, right? You want as many of the pages talking to each other. You don't want a page to be buried like deep inside your website.
For sure.
But yeah, Yuval,
You've
go
been
ahead, Ben.
roasted. You've been roasted. And that's all the time we have for this episode, guys. So we learned a lot today. We learned about on page, we learned about headers, we learned about don't miss out on your meta descriptions, use alt tags for your images, and please have an author page. We want to know about you. We want to know who you are, and the user wants to know, and Google wants to know. So don't be
Definitely.
anonymous
And
on the
I want to
blog.
stress it. Table of contents. That's user
Yeah,
experience. I want to be able to jump, make it sticky, make it follow the user, make reading your blog a fun experience.
for
That's
sure.
the like serve quality. That's all that's what's important.
Speaking about surfing, I'm gonna go hit the waves.
I wish
Bye,
I could come with
everybody.
you.
Hope you enjoyed it. Till next
Peace.
time. Bye.